Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. Round 6 of the World Superbike League is upon us, and it is now time to go! Decent start on board the Ducati as carnage appears on the left hand side. What the hell's happened there? But a quick moment to give a shout out to my good friend FooXz. We're here in Interlagos. FooXz is Brazilian, FooXz is bike, FooXz is livery, and of course FooXz makes my helmets. So there's just a beautiful way just to say thank you, and a little bit of a way to pay homage to the legendary Brazilian man who was in our live stream just a few days ago. But that's enough waffling, it's time to talk about the action, as Kirsten Malwitz practically died at the start of this Grand Prix, and so did another Brazilian, Ricardo Tavares Quadros, and now it is our time to battle through the pack and see what we can do here, starting from the back of the grid now effectively. As we, oh, a big moment there as we, and a big, what a big, oh my god, bigger moment! Oh. Okay, that just happened. Oh my lord! I was about to say a little bit of a moment there, and it's turned into a massive, monumental moment. Oh, breathe! Hearts in mouths everywhere. Hearts in mouths for FooXz as his bike almost went tumbling into the gravel. Well, that would have just smashed into millions of pieces, but we are down by a whopping 7 seconds now to Carlos Diaz. So it is time to concentrate, get back into it, get the rhythm going, get the groove going, and fight through the pack, as Kirsten Malwitz will be our first on our site. She is not going to stay in the 11th long, she's going to be demoted to 12th, and there she can stay for the rest of this Grand Prix as we go into the final corner around the outside. Beautifully done, as we rocket towards the finish line. So lap 1 complete already of this 13 Brazilian lapped Grand Prix. Ricardo Tavares Quadros is next in our sights. I don't think the man who started 7th place is going to be too happy with how this race has gone so far. Also favouring the Ducati Panigale V4. Can't really blame him. We cannot blame him at all. It's a fantastic machine. As of course we are up on the, the lap time, because of course lap 1 was a disaster. So we're going to definitely avoid that rumble strip. We don't want to be rocketing ourselves into oblivion. Shout out to Lemuel, who almost died in the live stream the other day by wheeling into oblivion. That was absolutely terrific. I'm still laughing about it now. As we line up Tavares Quadros, but it's not quite ready yet. Ricardo is doing a decent job of moving himself forward towards the rest of the pack, but he is going a little bit too slow for my liking, so I probably won't be hanging behind the Brazilian much longer. Carlos Diaz leading the Grand Prix on the Tamburini Massimo. Pretty good start for him. He started 2nd place and he's already up into 1st. That's where you want to be, whether you start 1st or 2nd. I'll be taking the whole shot and then leading this for the rest of the Grand Prix. So we now continue to battle our way through. Went for the hard rear this time. Of course, almost got caught out in Mugello, round 4. And in the very wet Grand Prix, which was a terrific Grand Prix. I think these World Superbike League races have been some of the best races we've had on Ride 4 career mode. There's Osvaldo Pavon, seen her many a times, or him. I'm guessing it's Osvaldo, since it's a O at the end of the forename. Osvaldo started 10th and has only moved up to 9th. On board the Ducati 1299 Panigale S. As we try and break into turn 4 now, into Interlagos. Good stuff so far. I'm still not completely confident in Interlagos. It's certainly by no means one of my best tracks as we rocket past the other Ducati there. Brilliant stuff so far. Jessica Reynolds is having a bit of a torrid time. Started 5th place, and is on the MV Agusta F4R. Do like a good MV Agusta. That was my bike of choice I use a lot in the live stream just a few days ago. But if you did miss the live stream, check it out. The entire video is still there on my channel. Unfortunately, I tried to download it and then re-edit it, but unfortunately it downloads at a very low resolution, so I don't really think I'll end up doing it. But for the next stream I do promise that I will record it as well, so I can then edit it and make a compilation or montage. I have been taking a few clips here and there, especially the wheelie one I mentioned earlier. That'll be down in history as just an absolute hilarious moment. But the live stream is definitely worth watching nonetheless. It's definitely check it out if you weren't present or if you haven't had the chance. Of course, a quick shout out to my brand new Discord channel. Created that just a few days ago. That is hashtag StayAce. Check in the description box down below if you would like to join it. Talk everything bikes there and everything or nothing. So we hope to see you there. Now getting into the slipstream of Jessica Reynolds, the Canadian. The MV Agusta is probably not going to be in 8th place for much longer. Still holding on for the time being, but it's inevitable. And you should never delay the inevitable. But, oh, she is rocketing away on the MV Agusta. Great acceleration. We attempt to go around the outside, at least feinting. Not quite going for it just yet. Perhaps a little bit of a move into turn 8. I think we have the line. Is going to be... Oh, contact! Oh! Jessica Reynolds must be miffed. 5th place on the grid, down to 10th. Oh my goodness, I do apologise for that one. That was in a bit of a lunge. That I was too eager. He's going around the outside of DrAce here. Oh, touched his rear tyre. Oh my lord! What a contact again! What is going on? Oh lord, what have I done? I've just killed him. Oh my goodness. Ricardo Tavares DrAce, who started 7th place in this Grand Prix. He's probably just at the back of the grid now, fuming. Picking grass out of his teeth and just raging. I'll probably see him on the next lap of him flagging me as we go past. Big mistake there. I do apologise for touching his rear tyre. That's not what I intended to do. I was hoping just to get close to him so that I can go around the outside. Of course, that didn't materialise just the way we wanted it. Things never do in racing if you're not careful. And I'll take that on the chin. I certainly wasn't careful in that instance. A lot to learn for the rest of the laps. We've got another 8 laps left, or 7 laps I do believe. If my maths are correct, as we go into Decido del Lago once more. We've gone wide. Oh, the carnage, the chaos. It's just continuing all the time, isn't it? This really has been a very unpredictable race. It's been very unclean. It's not the best that I would have done. But it's okay for now. It certainly gave good entertainment and comedy. So I'm enjoying this. Of course, at this point in the race, I was beginning to realise that this big group of riders here, this train, does not include Carlos Paiva Diaz. Carlos Diaz is actually further up the road here. He's about 7 seconds adrift. And we need to get through these guys pretty quickly because there's not that many laps remaining now, and we're going to have to try and move. And for goodness sake, I would hate to lose in FooXz's livery. That would just be extremely embarrassing. I think he'll be stripping the helmets off me if that's the case. Or worse still, if I end up crashing it, dumping it into a wall somewhere. He will not be impressed with that one. Certainly won't, the Brazilian man. As we now rocket toward. I do love the speed you pick on this Ducati. It's bloody terrific, isn't it? Lap 5 now complete. Lap 6 of 13. Paiva Diaz, Sukup, Bratsov, Rue, Fujikawa, Adams and Felix Bishop are all ahead of us. We're going to have to be tackling them sooner or later. Felix Bishop started 11th place, so he's doing pretty well so far on the Suter 500 MMX. Still haven't bought that bike yet. It's a lot of credits just for one bike. So I still don't know whether I do want it. I do want to try it. But do I need to buy it? Let me know in the comment section down below if I have to buy it. Or if you think it'll make a good video. There is a group for it, I do believe, where you have to use the Suter. So I guess that sort of makes the decision. Well, let me know if I should buy it next. Or if I should continue to buy more bikes and change it up on the videos and just do more and more bikes. Because, of course, more bikes is what we like. There's never enough bikes in the world. Never. As we think about going around the outside of Carlos Diaz. But in fact, we're actually going to go on the inside. That's not Carlos Diaz, that's Felix Bishop. What am I on about? We now chase down George Adams. George Adams has been appearing quite a lot recently in my videos. The fellow British rider, he does a good job. He's not Johnny Glamour, but you know, he's all right. Good old George Adams. As he is going to get overtaken here, we're going to go for it sooner or later. It's just a matter of time. Yoko Fujikawa is going to get beaten as well. Can we best them both? Not quite round the outside of Fujikawa though. Round the outside goes Adams. He's been taking some lessons from DrAce, I would say. Certainly retains the information well as that's stuck on Charlize Roux. Even more happy that it happened to Charlize Roux. I'm sure Roux was still ruining the day when I beat her rather, in Kyalami. And yes, that was a pretty bad pun, wasn't it? As George Adams around the outside again. He's now into third place. from Lucas Soukup. I'm so impressed with George Adams in this one. If he then goes into second place, I'll be even more impressed as we go around the outside of Soukup. Bratsov in second place for the time being. Bratsov has had a pretty decent start so far, from 6th place to 2nd. He's also on the Panigale. Oh, getting closer and closer. George Adams almost bumped me there. Thankfully didn't for this time. It's George Adams. Is he going to go for a lunge on the inside? You bet he is. Picks me up in the corner of Bico de Pato. Contact again. Oh my goodness. George Adams, you fearless bugger. George Adams signed 8th place on that Tamburino Massimo. So he's doing a bloody good job. Hats off to the Brit. But is it going to be enough to hold on to the rostrum when there's a very eager and very determined DrAce who's going to rocket past on board the Ducati? Excellent stuff. It's Lars Bratsov. He's not even going to be able to hold this. Oh, he can't hold a candle to this flame. We're flying through into the Senna S for the 8th time of asking, as we will now attempt to chase down Carlos Peiva Diaz. 5 seconds up the road he is. Can we do it? Have we left it too late? Now the Ducati is extremely quick, but I'm pretty certain so is the Tamburini Massimo. So this could be very, very intriguing. Do apologise for bringing the stress and the pressure again to you guys. Hope you still have some fingernails left, because the win streak cannot end, surely. Not this time, not here, not in these circumstances. We have to chase down Diaz, we have to do it for the aces. Into turn 9, good stuff so far as it's approaching 5 PM here in Brazil, 23 degrees. Lovely weather. I'm more of a cold weather guy myself, but still for many it'll be lovely weather. Holding it left for turn 11. Firing it towards a rumble strip of turn 12. Good stuff so far, up by 10th. Just a few tenths. Is it going to be turn 13? Is this going to be an absolute battle, or are we going to catch him up with ease? Looks like we've taken a second out of Diaz already. This Ducati is just lethal. You know, when you actually start playing it again, you realise how bloody quick this bike is. And it's super smooth as we break into turn 1 there. Unbelievable. Look at the gap. It's down to 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds actually, because of the... I think it always does that glitch where it has to count the lap time again as you cross the line. Instead of just being accurate. Well, 3 seconds to the Brazilian. I don't think... And we're getting more and more confident. We're getting more and more smoother. Carlos Diaz, your time is up. We're coming. We're checking in. We want to take first position once more. Take a 100% win streak here in the World Superbike League. Round 6, of course. Favouring all the points going to DrAce. I think there's only 3 or 4 Grand Prix left in the World Superbike League. I've bloody well enjoyed these. I think they've been fantastic. Still many more Superbike Leagues and more trophies, etc. to get in this Ride 4 career mode, so don't worry, there's not going to be a shortage of content anytime soon. As we go into turn 12, good stuff for Jun Xiao. I'm going to see if that's pronounced right. I'm sure one of my Brazilian friends can tell me if that's wrong. Slap me on the wrist if it is. As we go for turn 14, good stuff for Subida dos Boxes. Turn 15, shout out to Boojam Bengana, not mentioned him in a while. Why not let it fly? Oh, only 0.005 of a second down on that fastest lap. That is very close. Shall I turn it right for the Senna S? Turn 3, Curva do Sol. I can pronounce that one alright, it seems. Carlos Diaz. How long have you been leading? Practically all of it. It's going to end in tears for you. I mean, he'll still be happy with a second place, I'm sure. His mum and father will be very proud. I'm somewhat proud. You've done a good job, but as we go, we're thinking about it. Oh, we're already through. It's it. We're already through. Brilliant stuff so far. Oh, well, it was until I ended up doing that moment there. Excuse me in the background of the cat snoring. Hopefully she isn't now. I can just overhear that over my headphones. As Carlos Diaz was managed to take the lead again. Not impressed with that one after I went wide. Put that down to a snoring cat, if you will. Only my content can have something like that, right? Up by 0.3 of a second is DrAce, but it's really nothing. We're going to catch him up. I mean, we're right there. We only have to open the throttle on the straight, and we've taken him. Turn 13, turn 14, Subido us boxes. Oh, is it coming? I can feel it. I think this is the one. I think this is where we go past him. Into turn 1, around the outside perhaps. Braking as we see the 100-meter marker. Yes. Into the lead we go once more. Hold it right for turn 2. Get ready to flick it left on turn 3. Don't accelerate too much on there because you will wheelie. And as you turn the bike over, you'll probably perish. So be careful of that one. It's been happened quite a few times, or at least it's been very close to happening here. We're good so far as we go into turn 4 now. Braking up on the first sector once again. Liking that so far. Going for turn 5, good stuff. Oh, a bit of a slide on the rear tyre there. It's all good. Into Ferragura, turn 6. Yep, I think this is ours. We're up by 1.5 seconds practically. Carlos Diaz, head in hands. Well, not while you're riding, of course, but maybe after the Grand Prix. Oh, what a disappointing end for the Grand Prix for Diaz. There's nothing worse than having your pockets picked towards the end of the latter stage of the race. I mean, you can't fault him for having a bloody good race, though. From second to first in about 10 laps of the 13. Pretty good stuff. We're into turn 12 for the 11th time of asking. And this has been an absolutely brilliant race. As I say, I'm not a fan of Interlagos, but I might be convinced that this is actually a decent track. And I tell you what, these lap times have absolutely flown by. It doesn't even feel like I've been sat here for 5 minutes, as we're going to cross the line now, and it's going to be a 1:29.890. How can we be 6,000th of a second slower on that sector? That's unbelievable. So before we made the mistake, we had a lap that was 5,000th of a second slower, and this lap was 6,000th of a second slower. That's impressive. That is major consistency on board the Ducati. I can see why everyone uses this bike, but also at the same time it's so bloody annoying because every single time trial is just full of the Ducati Panigale V4R, but for good reason. I do get it. It makes sense. But chuck in a Yamaha every now and again. Maybe use a Kawasaki. At least, no, I know at least like 6 people who have approved that comment about Kawasaki. Especially the Discord group. I think I've seen so many more Kawasaki's there than I ever have done before. I mean, you can't not like Kawasaki's. They are terrific. Oh, big wheelie coming out of turn 9 into turn 10. Nice and smooth. It's getting a bit darker here. Approaching 6 o'clock in Brazil. And I think this is a comfortable win now. I can probably relax the vocal cords somewhat, as this is going to be another fast lap. Maybe this is the lap that we finally beat the 1:29.884. I'll be very impressed if we do, because it's been probing it. We've certainly been probing for it. It's just a matter of time. Let's come out to the final corner, rocketing towards the finish line. It's going to be unbelievable. A 1:29.902. That is major consistency. I'm super impressed with that. And on this final lap, I'm not bothered what lap time we put in. This has been a fantastic Grand Prix. And considering we had to wait at the beginning for the 2 riders that almost perished, put this one down as a very successful Grand Prix. Up in the first sector yet again. Oh my goodness. We could maybe beat the lap time on this one, because we aren't certainly going to be challenged from behind. There's certainly no attack coming from Diaz or Adams. Good to see Adams was held on to the podium. Adams started 8th place, so that'd be a bloody good finish for the Brit. A British 1-3 rather. And George Adams also on the Tamburini Massimo. So I'm seeing a theme. The Massimo has ended up beating the Ducatis, apart from DrAce, of course. DrAce is a different specimen to the AI. So good stuff from Diaz and Adams. Both improving. Well, actually Diaz started where he finished. Finished where he started, I guess. Good stuff. We now go into the final couple of corners. Turn 12 navigated brilliantly, although we did go off the track there, but forget about that. Into turn 13, turn 14, turn 15, all easy stuff. And that is going to be another DrAce victory. Round 6 of the World Superbike League complete. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of every single video I upload, because of course I do upload it every single day. And upon that note guys, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.